Alrighty, guys, welcome to another episode of The Ankle, our little channel here where we like to dissect and misinterpret Amberlynn's words. She posted about 5 hours ago. I've been deep cleaning my entire house, so I didn't notice that she posted, but our girl's were looking worse than ever. At least her hair is down, but that shit looks dry as fuck, like the texture of hay. The title of this video is Destiny Hurt Me, I'm Moving, Ozempic, Intimacy, Self-Identity, Weight Loss Surgery, and more. Bar Q&A. So, obviously just more content to distract us from all the bullshit that she has gotten herself into lately. Mainly with Destiny, who she is still talking about. So, we're going to see that, and hopefully Destiny will respond and we'll get some more back and forth. It'll probably cause Amberlynn to spiral. Her weight loss is going to go out the window. Who knows? But let's see what excuses our girl has for us today, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hi, Amber.
So I haven't done like a Q&A on YouTube in a hot minute, or at least it feels that way.
Which is a good idea because you always talk yourself into a corner. But that's any video that you do, so.
I don't know.
Does anyone also remember when she did the Q&As on that, like, questions app thing and she was telling people to go off themselves?
Figured, let's do one. I went onto Instagram and I had you guys ask me questions.
I need to get on that Instagram. I think I'm blocked from her, to be honest. Because, like, back in the day, I used to send her some pretty, not nasty messages, but just like, girl, what the fuck are you on? Type of shit. But before that, I was always supportive, and she never recognized the supportive messages that I or other people send her. But as soon as it turns to us no longer buying into her bullshit, then we become the bad guy, and then that gets her attention, right?
And I'm doing it a little different this time. Y'all's questions are in this box. Normally, I have a crown living in the
That hair is so dry. Oh, I can't get over it.
box. Yes, I have a crown. It is what it is. All queens have a crown. So my friend actually came up with this.
Sure thing, bitch. You're the princess of bitches.
They were over here hanging out.
Queen bitch.
They're kind of new to like the YouTube world. I've tried to explain it to them, and I was explaining like how it's my job and all that. They've watched some of my videos.
Actually, it's more like Queen Chungus, if we're being real.
But I told them how, like, what my next video was. And then 2 and 2 came together, and he was like, let me choose the questions. And as he was going through, he was like, I don't understand most of this.
Oh, she has friends? She has friends now, apparently? Anyone actually in your life, or are they all online?
What are they talking about? Because there's a lot of, like, inside things between me and YouTube, and they were just confused. But he chose questions, wrote them on paper, folded them up, and put them in here. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know a single question.
I hope this person is, like, a deep, deep hater. Like, I hope all of these questions are going to be real fucking spicy.
That's in here. I know you're watching. You better follow the rules. I gave one rule. I said we have to have all genres, like a freaking movie. We need comedy, we need horror, we need education, we need lifestyle, we need romance.
Oh, she is on some bullshit today. She is really fucking feeling herself in this Q&A, ain't she? So she's gonna have a real fucking attitude. Once again, Knuckles looking very dark. Very, very dark.
We need drama. Let's get into it. Here are all the pages. This is so funny. All right, let's do this.
It's so
thing.
hilarious.
Would you rather live on a farm or on a boat?
Bitch could do neither. Both take way too much work. Like, if Amber was to be living on a farm, she'd be one of the animals.
Definitely on a farm.
Yep. Put her in her fucking pigsty.
Me and boats, we don't connect, which is crazy because...
Because you'd sink it? Like, what's the issue?
As a young girl, I went on plenty of boats. I swam in the middle of the ocean, okay? Like, I had no fear. And now I'm like, nope, Don't want to be anywhere near the water.
Probably because she thinks she'd sink like a 1,000-pound bag of bricks. But, actually, Amber, your fat is very buoyant. So you would probably just bob there like a fucking buoy for a few hours.
If you could visit any time period, what would it be? The 1950s. Them and those poodle skirts are too cute. Who?
I always love it when people say they'd love to go back to like the 40s, 50s, 60s. And it's very much just like, typically it's a very white, straight person thing to say. Because, like, obviously you want to go back there. Like, your people had no fucking problems at all. I mean, they did, but, like, let's be real. Segregation, civil rights, gay rights, all that, like, those were non-fucking existent. And by the way, Amber, back in the 50s, there were public decency laws that made it illegal. Well, not illegal, but you would be fined for walking outside being that morbidly obese. You probably would have been locked away for being that morbidly obese. Because back then, any difference or, like, anything that made us unique also was deemed as bad. So you would have been locked away. You would have been fined any time that you left your house. YouTube wouldn't be a source of income for you. So, like, no, I don't think the 50s is necessarily all that great. Plus, like, you're just showing your privilege when you say that, because the 50s were a horrible fucking time period for any queer person, any person of color. It was just a horrible time period unless you were straight and white.
Is your favorite 90-day couple on this season of Before the 90 Days? Definitely Gino and
I don't watch this show, so I don't really give a shit.
You'll Never Do Again. Wow, that's hard. I will never eat meth again. Yes,
I'm so glad she brought this up. Fat bitch ate meth. And you want to make fun of Destiny. At least her fucking family uses the drugs correctly. You fucking eat it, you fat bitch.
I was 15, and it'll never happen again. No, it will not. Can you make
Are we sure about that? Are you sure about that?
recipes at home like takeout, but instead fake out? Fake out! Wait, that is so cute. I love.
Obviously, this never passed through her fucking brain that, like, she can just make a cheeseburger at home if she really wants one. But our girl's a fatty. She's got to have that McDonald's.
That idea. It could be like
I
a
love
fake out
that
series.
idea.
Wait, that's the only type of fake I like. What is your
Bitch. Oh my god, this is going to be such a good one.
coming out story? With my mom, she found out because she found a letter in my pants.
Believe it or not, the whole letter thing is actually a very common way for people of coming out. But yeah.
Yes. But she didn't tell me until months later. She accepted it.
I didn't come out that way. I've never, like, officially come out to my parents, but that's a story for another time. Yeah.
She tried to make me feel better by saying, "Oh, I think women are hot." I'm like, okay, thank you for trying to make me feel better. With my dad,
I mean, if we're being real, I think everyone has their own level of bisexuality that they could identify with. I don't think anyone is 100% gay or 100% straight. I think it's all a spectrum. I think you can be pretty far on either end, but at the end of the day, I don't think it always comes down to stuff like that, you know? I know it's kind of corny to say, but love is love. It'll find you with whoever you're with.
one of those things where it's like he like kind of knew, but I like never told him. So I was like 24 when I just like flat out told him like I'm a lesbian, and he was very accepting. It's so weird because my dad actually used to be extremely homophobic. Like this is when I was a little girl. My grandma's actually a lesbian, and I didn't know that when I was a little girl. That's just like a whole other story, long story. Yeah, he was really homophobic.
Also, not to like get into this too much, and I don't want to invalidate anyone's queerness or anything like that, but I find there is a lot more acceptance in general, but especially a lot more acceptance from men when it comes to women being bi or gay. It's seen a lot differently, and it's probably because it's fetishized a bit more in our society. I've seen a lot of instances where queer women find acceptance a lot easier than queer men. Because at least with queer women, I don't know, there's a lot of fear around femininity in queer men, especially. Or maybe not. Yeah, I would say fear, but like you guys know what I'm saying. There's a lot more negative emotions towards men that portray themselves in more feminine, quote unquote, ways. It's a tricky subject because like I said, I don't want to invalidate anyone's experience, but at the same time, living my life as a queer male, I think has been very, very different from Amber living her life as, I'll say, just a gay woman or a lesbian. I don't think Amber is queer. I don't think she identifies as queer. And even if she did want to say she identified as queer, I would say she lacks the mindset for that, because queerness is more of a mindset than like a sexual orientation. You can be gay and be queer, but just because you're gay does not mean you're queer, if that makes any sense.
Like when I was younger, but like I'm telling you, like 2 decades ago, he has completely changed. He accepts me, and
I mean that I'm glad to hear that, because I don't think any child should have to experience the disapproval of their parents just for who they want to love.
very grateful that I have like a full family who accepts me. And I'm just very grateful for that. Like, truly, I can't say it enough. And my heart goes out to the people who do come out and they don't have that, like, safe space. It, like, breaks my heart. Are you continuing to heal from your past trauma? Yes, I am. I actually have not had a therapy appointment in, like, 3 weeks, so I need to get on to that.
See, guys? So those videos were pre-recorded. She just fucking said it. Those were all pre-recorded videos. Her doctor's receipts, like, those are nearly a month old, which I believe Karina Kaboom or someone else pointed out. Like, girl, you always show your ass eventually. It always fucking comes out. And I don't know if she does it on purpose or if she's just that stupid.
I have my next one scheduled.
I'm gonna go with the latter.
What made you feel disconnected with your weight loss surgery journey? I let fear hardcore get in the way, and it was just like so many things kept telling me, don't do it, don't do it. Like, it was as if my gut was telling me, like, something bad is gonna happen, and I don't know, I don't know, something was telling me, don't do it. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know if I want to 100% get into it right now, but...
Girl, then what's this whole fucking thing about if you're not going to answer the damn question?
There are just things just telling me not to do it. Like,
just things. She probably got another really bad diagnosis, to be honest. She's still looking big, still looking puffy. Like, girl, come on.
I don't know. I definitely tried.
And she said, yeah, I'm going to keep up with the therapy, but it's been like a month now, maybe more. She hasn't gone back. She's not going to go back. And I called it, didn't I, guys? I said, careful, that's a slippery slope. And she slid right down that fucking mountainside. Like a fucking boulder.
Obviously I'm wrong sometimes. I also trust my intuition. Obviously I'm wrong sometimes. It just didn't feel right. What's one good habit you have accomplished in June that you will carry with you into July? Ooh, definitely eating at home more. Like, less takeout, so many more like whole foods, and so many people like believe that they need to count calories and measure their food to lose weight, but it's just like,
you don't have to, Amber, but for someone like you who clearly doesn't have their portion sizes under control, clearly doesn't know how to make, like, just good, healthy food, like, no, Amber, you shouldn't trust yourself like that, because you're not smart enough.
I don't count calories, and I'm literally just eating, like, whole...
And you're looking like you're back in 2019 again, so, like, clearly it's not fucking working, girl. You're still big, still where we are, or where we were, like, years and years ago. There's been absolutely zero progress.
Foods and foods that, like, feel good and nourish your body.
So that's McDonald's.
Notice I lose weight.
No shit! No fucking shit, you dumb cunt.
I started like counting them pesky calories and adding more like processed. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but adding more like processed and measuring everything. Like I don't lose as much weight. So I feel.
Why is it one or the other? Why is it that when you count calories, you have to go to processed food, but when you're just eating whole foods, then you don't? Is it because it's easier for you to know what the calories are because it's already listed there on the fucking box? Girl, if you're just eating like veggies every night, you don't need to have the calorie counter unless you're doing like grains and shit like that, then maybe. But like, girl, I made ratatouille last night with a fucking quinoa like base. You don't need to count calories for that. It's such a low calorie, high density meal. Like, you don't need to count your calories. You don't need to be doing that shit if you are eating whole foods being healthy. But you're not. You go straight for the processed shit because it probably is much easier to just read the label on the back. But, like, girl, I've been making my own bread. Like I said, I make 2 loaves every day. Do you know how much fucking bread I've been eating lately? And I have lost weight. Girl, just make your own shit. It's so much healthier.
There is like a really big misconception. I feel like a lot of people do count calories because they do like the processed food. So if it works for you, I love that.
She's making absolutely no fucking sense. She's making no fucking sense. She thinks that you only have to count calories if it's processed food. Which, I mean, that's basically what I just said. But, like, she only counts the calories when it is processed foods. Amber, you're making my mind run in fucking circles to try and understand what you're trying to say, and it's not working. So,
like for me, I don't. I just feel so much better eating whole foods, nourished. Like
no shit, you fat bitch.
Head in this weird spot of like having to measure out broccoli. Girl, no.
Amber. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, she's so fucking dumb.
Like, I'm not gonna measure out my broccoli, sorry. Do you have an exercise
No one. No.
routine right now? I don't. I actually don't.
She says one thing and then goes right to the other, and it's just so fucking annoying. This girl could not think hard to save her fucking life.
Need to get one. I know. What are some ways that you found your self identity? Wow. You know what? I don't know who I am. I was going to try to come up with an answer, but
I mean, that's obvious, because you just take on the identity of whatever partner you're with at the time. You're very boring, very fake.
You don't know who I am. I have no idea who I am as a person.
She's 30-something. She's 30-something, spends all her time in her house all damn day and doesn't know what she is, what she likes. This girl has done absolutely zero self-introspection, and it fucking shows.
I don't.
She's as dull as a goddamn doorknob.
My favorite color. I don't know my clothing style.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. I don't know my favorite color. Now she wants sympathy for the fact that she's too lazy to actually know who she is. She can't do the mental work to figure out what she actually likes and what not. She's just driven by all these outside influences. Girl, what a pathetic, boring life.
Well, I don't know who I am.
And you know what? No shade, but as a gay person, you should fucking know who you are. Like, all the adversity that you've been put through in your life, you should fucking know who you are. I have always known who I was. Like, I never had a choice not to know who I was. So for Amber to just be like, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I like, it just comes off as so fucking privileged. Like, she's never had to sit there and actually fucking think about this shit.
I feel like
what a fucking privilege that is.
The only thing I do know is things that I'm passionate about. Things that, like, give me the
Okay, bitch, that's it. That's it. What more do you need to be told? The things you're passionate about, that's who you are.
Goosebumps. Like, I know what type of music I love, and I can just feel my soul dance, and I can feel my soul cry to certain songs, and just really, truly feel it.
She can feel her soul crying.
I know that I love Legos, and I absolutely adore animals and things like that, but
Your track record shows otherwise, but
Truly, I just don't know who I am. And I am hoping that I will eventually find out. Like, I just feel like every day is a new day to learn more about yourself and who you are. And
I mean, sure, bitch, but you're already on your way to 35 and you don't know who the fuck you are? I mean, I know there are people that go their whole lives feeling that way, and I extremely pity those people, because that must be a really fucking sad life.
I'm 32 years old, and I don't know. I don't know. Like, who is she? Who is Amberlynn Reed? I don't know if I'll ever even have an answer. How long do you think is appropriate to be in a talking stage before dating? That depends. Like,
2 days, maybe an hour for our girl. You know she jumps right fucking into it.
everyone is completely different. It depends on how connected you guys feel, etc., etc. I feel like you can talk to someone for 2 days and be ready to go on a date with them. For some people, you talk for a month and then you're finally ready. So it just depends on the circumstances, honestly. Why did you agree to talk to Destiny at all, knowing it wouldn't be good for you? Oh boy. I didn't think my friend was going to choose any Destiny questions, but he did.
Why wouldn't he, dumbass? Why wouldn't he? He thought he was gonna coddle you? I hope this dude's a fucking troll. Get her to say some stupid ass shit. Fucking gobbing at the lips. Blech.
I wanted like my own closure. I wanted my own closure, honestly. I have so many questions that I wanted to ask her and I did.
You know what I realized? One of my very first, like, really serious relationships with a guy when I was in New York, it ended really badly. And it was, like, very passionate, but it went very quickly. Like, he told me he loved me after 2 weeks. And that was the first time that, like, a guy had ever told me that. And while I had my doubts, I still believed him in that moment. And he broke things off very suddenly, like a week or so later. It has to do with a whole bunch of other stuff that was going on at the time, like medically with me. And I just wanted closure on the situation. I just wanted to know why. Like, why he said that. And then just a few days later, like, it was a completely different person. And I never got that closure. And I had to become okay with that. You know, sometimes you just have to suck it up, understand that you don't need to understand it. You don't need to know why they did it or why they continue to do these things. You don't need to understand it, Amber. You just need to understand yourself in the situation. And that ultimately, I'm not making an excuse for Amberlynn, but you have to give up on trying to make yourself the good guy. You're always going to be a bad guy in someone else's story. That goes for anyone, not just Amber. So, like, to want closure, to want them to explain why you've hurt them and why they're doing this now is actually a very selfish thing. I don't think they owe that to you, and I don't think they owe you that closure as well, to be honest. I know that's a shitty feeling.
I felt blindsided. A lot of people think that I was watching her live, and I definitely was not. I had no idea that she was live.
Yeah, you definitely were.
And then once she told me she was live, I said, okay. And then I guess her live ended or something because she said, okay, now we're talking in private. And she never told me she went back on live stream. When people say, oh, those are Amberlynn's true colors.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because if you knew from the get-go that she was on live, you still acted the exact same way. And then when it switched and apparently you didn't know she was live again, you acted the exact same way. So it really doesn't matter. You're the same regardless.
No, that's not what you saw. You saw a side of me that's very angry.
That you show often, and that, you portray yourself as very angry very often, Amber. And I think it comes off more as that's just who you are. Not like all the time, but put you into a pressure cooker type situation, you're going to become a hateful bitch. And I mean, I understand that. I do. But you need to work on that, girl.
Be betrayed. That's all it was.
Oh, betrayed. She doesn't owe it to you to not, like, talk shit. No one owes that to you, Amber. Even your bestest friends, even your mom doesn't owe that to you. So
You saw me talk to somebody who absolutely has betrayed me. That's someone that I used to love.
see, she feels betrayed, but she doesn't understand Destiny feels hurt as well.
Who used to love me, who I've given my heart to, my body to, etc. Someone
Sorry. It's just so fucking gross to think about, dude. Ew. You and Dusty? Ew.
I thought I was going to be with for a very, very long time.
Yeah, you fucking wished. You're the one bitch she hasn't fucking proposed to.
Who then betrayed me.
Betrayed me. She betrayed me. Girl, shut up. You sound so selfish.
You saw the side of me that was hurt. That
She's being very smug right now as well, too. You can tell that whenever she feels like she's in the right for feeling the way that she does, she becomes very smug. And it just doesn't make sense to me, because it's like, Amber, while you have a right to feel hurt, you don't have a right to turn around and do this back to Destiny. She doesn't have a right to do it to you either, but two wrongs do not make a right. She doesn't have a right to be posting this about you. You don't have a right to be posting this about her. But because you're both petty and you both want money, of course. I mean, I want money too. That's why I hopped on here and started doing your bullshit. But, oh, by the way, guys, she only has 295 thumbs up, and this was posted 5 hours ago with nearly 10,000 views. Not a lot of people are responding too well to this.
was blindsided. That was extremely
And people never respond well to her Q&As, so I don't know why she does them.
extremely angry. And I've had a lot of people actually message me on Instagram saying, you handled that better than I would. I don't know what people are talking about. Like, of course you were a little bit of a bitch to her. Like, look what she did to you. And
look at what she did to you. Look at what she did to you.
I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, you expect me to, like, respect Destiny after everything she's done to me? So it's like people coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, this is her true colors. No. It's just...
I mean, it is. It is. When you get stressed out, that's when your truest colors come out. Because that's how you handle situations, is you get mean.
Little tiny side of me. As humans, we are complex. There's several sides.
I mean, humans are complex. You're not. You're really not. You just went on this whole speech about how you don't know your own favorite fucking color, and now you want to say you're a complex individual. Girl, if it wasn't for the 600 if it wasn't for the 600 pounds on top of you, you would be a single cell organism, and that single cell is just bouncing around your fucking brain. I mean, look, her eyes kind of like wander off in separate directions. She just has the stupid pug look.
And I probably have over 300 sides to me, and you happen to just see a side.
Over 300 sides. She has all these sides, but doesn't know who the fuck she is, guys.
It doesn't come out often. It does not come out often.
It comes out a few times a month, actually.
And it's unfortunate that I was on a live stream.
Actually, it comes out more than that. When you were doing your Q&A Instagrams, you were a fucking cunt. And now, I mean, not much has changed, girl. You're still the same bitch.
It is what it is. Like, I don't think anyone watching me right now can look me in the face and say they have never been angry at someone and vocalized anger. Where do you see your...
Of course not. But we're also not posting it online to make money. Now are we, girl? We're also not posting it online to get sympathy. Now are we, girl? We can all get into arguments and fights and shit, but the big difference is turning around and posting it online for everyone to see.
A year from now.
And then trying to persuade everyone that you're in the right.
I just hope that I'm happy and...
I think the question was, where do you see yourself in a year from now? And I'm going to guess in her nearest cemetery.
Healthier than I am now, at a lower weight, and I am thriving in whatever goal I
Thriving. I'm thriving. She kind of talks like Donald Trump.
have for myself, and I am being successful in that. Any new games you're currently obsessed with? Oh my god. So,
Oh my god, more consumerism.
back when Restaurant Story, this is an app, by the way, on the iPhone.
I don't care about this.
Have you ever thought of doing an inspiration board for your goals instead of journals? Ooh, that's really a good idea. I don't think I've ever done an inspiration board. I might have to give that a go. And if I do it, I will definitely vlog it and show you guys. What are your favorite ways of de-stressing? Legos, 100%. I've been back into journaling a lot too, so that helps. Singing, I love to sing. Also ASMR, certain ASMR videos are super calming as well. Is intermittent fasting actually helping? Yes, I could definitely say that it is, because for that chunk of time, those 16 hours where it's like I'm not allowed to eat, it like helps me not think about food. Who are your favorite Animal Crossing villagers? Oh, getting spicy with Feline. I was shy. Let's just, I don't know.
I don't want to hear about her fucking sex life. Sorry, guys, but you can go somewhere else for that. I would rather keep down my lunch.
Yes. Yes, I am. Will we ever get a full
Wait,
apartment?
what was that?
Isn't a... I don't know. It just felt really good. Are you planning on moving sooner now that weight loss surgery isn't a factor? Yes. Yes, I am. Will we ever get a full apartment tour? Yeah, like maybe before I move. Do you think it was partly anxiety that made you delay a weight loss surgery? See, I wouldn't correlate that with weight loss surgery. I never felt like...
Girl, you just said you had a whole bunch of fears that made you stop. How is that not anxiety?
Anxiety or like anxious regarding weight loss surgery, so I'm gonna say no. Should I show my fiance my wedding gown?
She literally contradicts herself in the middle of a fucking video. Oh my god.
Decided to hide it from him. Oh my god, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Can we see your Animal Crossing island? Yes, I've been meaning to show you guys, but I keep forgetting. I will say my Animal Crossing...
She keeps forgetting, guys. She's so busy, you know, sleeping and eating all day. And fucking Feline all the time, apparently.
On this island is by far my favorite, because I used to play Animal...
Okay, I don't play this game either. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but to be honest, I just think it's so fucking boring, so we're skipping this.
And that Animal... Tell me, that was just a new... forever. Oh, that's hard. And your girlfriend's top inside joke and the story behind it. Oh, that's hard.
I also don't give a shit about this.
And I'm gonna keep it on the inside. This might where you classify as a guilty pleasure. Ooh, this might actually... Oh. Okay, before anyone comes for me, this is a new guilty pleasure, okay? I don't know any backstory on this person, so if they've ever done anything bad and they need to be canceled, I don't know about it.
Okay, well, whatever she's about to say is a lie. She definitely knows if she's giving this disclaimer.
Okay, yo mama. Yep, it's yo mama. I
don't know who the fuck that is.
started watching him, literally probably just have him going, and he's like realistic in the way that he thinks. From what I've had on Ozempic, because I don't know about it. I don't know anything about him. Would you consider getting back on Ozempic? I've actually thought about it. I have. See, the whole thing with Ozempic is like I didn't choose to stop taking it. I was like advised to stop taking it.
See, another contradiction. She said she decided to stop taking it because there was a shortage and she wants people with diabetes who need it to be able to get it, which was a bullshit response. But now she's saying it wasn't her choice. So, like, bitch, what the fuck is it?
By my doctor because of my pancreas and my gallbladder. I loved Ozempic. Ozempic like worked. There was some symptoms obviously that were uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, but I feel like it was worth it in my opinion. But my doctor did not think so. Very up in the air. I will say that. What do you think is your biggest strength and flaw? Flaw, super emotional. Like, I am probably overly emotional. I don't know. Some people might not consider that a flaw. Like, I don't
think it's inherently a flaw. I just think you need to be smart about how you use those emotions and how you show them to others. Because the thing with Amber is, a lot of the times when she gets emotional, it's just in order to manipulate the situation at hand. So, like, I mean, I'm a very emotional person too. I can cry at a song, whether it's happy or sad. But, like, I don't know. I can just tell that she's like a very certain type of person when it comes to that shit.
crying or whatever it may be to be weakness, but I feel like maybe other people do. So, my strength. What is my biggest strength? Wow.
Actually, in today's society, it takes a lot more to just let your emotions out openly, because we don't really award people for showing emotion. But I think it's healthy. I think it's a healthy thing to do, as long as, you're not a manipulative, ignorant girl like Amber. Because that's the thing. She's just ignorant. She doesn't know why she feels the things she feels. She doesn't know why she does the things that she does. Like, she's just an ignorant person.
Probably that, like, I have gone through so much and somehow I'm still able to, like, smile. I'm still able to turn on this here camera and just do my thing. Like, I've gone through so much, whether it be in my past or present or whatever. Like, I don't know how I can still smile. I know that's, like, really deep. Sometimes I'm just like, how am I still standing?
It's so deep, guys. It's so deep. It's so deep. Girl, it really isn't. Really fucking isn't. Really fucking isn't. Because you know what? You're not living any life that anyone else wants to live. So let's be real there. And let's also be real that, like, it's. Girl, you don't make sense. You do not make sense.
Yeah, my strength is that I have strength. Why is your skin always glowing? Huh?
It's definitely not. Look at her.
My skin is not glowing.
No, she looks fucking flushed and pale as shit.
Is my skin glowing? No way. My skin is so dry. Any plans for the
Just like your hair, just like everything else, except the fucking sweaty skin under your fat tits.
4th?
Sorry, that was mean.
So, 4th of July literally is today. It's today. We're filming this before I go watch some fireworks. I went to a little party moment on Friday night.
Girl,
and
with
then
who?
on Saturday I went to my friends. And then on Sunday...
Where?
I had some friends come over here, so...
Where? Where, girl? You're gonna move away from all these dear close friends that you've made? Girl, please. She was sitting in her home all those days, counting down the seconds so she could eat again.
I haven't really been uploading. I've been super freaking busy. But
Super freaking busy.
Tonight is just me and Feline. Favorite purchase of all time? Ooh, see, I've purchased a lot of things. I'm just gonna say my camera. I love having me a camera, okay? It's the Canon G7X.
She's still on her phone,
if you guys
though?
are curious. Mark II. Love it.
I mean, we
Most
don't see
vloggers
those.
use it. That's what I'm currently using now.
We don't see, like, the green bars popping up anymore. So I'm going to say that she probably has not been using her phone. But you never know. She probably still edits on there.
How are you dealing with the pressure from people wanting to push weight loss surgery on you? I mean, I'm dealing. It seems like majority of folks, and I mean the haters, the trolls, the people who aren't here for good reasons, they want the opposite of what I want. I have been doing this for 10 years now, so I know that based on experience. Like, that's a fact. Whenever I want something, or whenever I don't want something.
Girl, see, people were supportive. People were hopeful that you would actually get the surgery. And now, yeah. She's going to blame it on us that she's not getting it anymore, or she's blaming it on us that we say that we want her to get it, and then she turns around and doesn't get it, and then we apparently say that she shouldn't have got it in the first place. We didn't say you shouldn't get it. We were just saying that you're not going to. There's no way. But I mean, if there was some possible way, and this is all the real truth, that you are the one that decided not to continue and that they didn't just deny you, then alright. That probably isn't the case. And people are only upset now because you did quit it and fail it yourself. We would have probably been a little more understanding. I mean, yeah, you still would have got the I told you so's if you came out and said that you were denied for it. But no one believes you that you weren't denied. And then no one wants to hear your bullshit excuses now afterwards and your lies about it.
If I want it, they don't want me to want it. And then if I don't want it, they want me to want it. So it's just what I'm used to. It is what it is.
And she wants to say we misinterpret her. Girl, you're completely misinterpreting the whole fucking story here.
I'm dealing, but no one's going to push me into paying almost $30,000 to get majority of my stomach taken out of me. No one's going to push me to do that. That's ultimately my decision. Would you appear as a guest on the H3 podcast?
I wish she would fucking be forced to do it. I wish someone a long time ago would have pushed her into a rehab facility and said, you're not leaving here until you're no longer a fat fuck. That would have been way more fucking helpful for Amber than just sitting here her whole life making up fucking excuses for why she's a big fatty.
I've thought about this because so many people have asked me this question, and it just
So
depends on
many
why
people.
Ethan wants me there. Like, why do you want me there? And then we'll talk. What?
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't want you there, girl. He definitely fucking wouldn't. Why would he want to talk to your dumb ass? And she's saying, why would he want me there? It's because if he's going to ask her any hard-hitting questions about who she is and the shit she's done, she's not going to do it. She's only going to be there if he's kissing her fat ass.
Proud of yourself, honestly.
Which, like, you can only get Feline to do that, apparently. And even then, I'm fucking doubtful. Because no one that has sex goes around talking about how much they have sex. And if they are, it's because they're not fucking having it.
Probably either when I graduated high school, because I was the first person in my family ever, like I can't even say in generations, no, like ever, to graduate high school. And now since me,
that's really sad and explains a lot of why she's so fucking stupid.
There has been
because believe it or not, intelligence and whatnot, that is a passed down trait. Being able to absorb information and shit is a passed down genetic trait. Your brain is going to work very similar to how your parents did. At least if you don't go about like rerouting anything or rewiring your brain in any type of way. But like, girl, like I said, smooth fucking brain.
Others to do so, so I'm very, very happy about that. So just graduating high school. I know for a lot of...
Sorry guys, I know this is a long video. There's only about a minute left of her, so...
Well, that's so easy. That's a breeze. Not where I come from. Not where I come from. So I was very, very proud of that. I think just like also going to college, I didn't complete it because I moved. If I wouldn't have moved...
No. You blamed it on your guidance counselor why you didn't go to college. You said you felt gaslit by them, that you were smarter than you are, which, true. And you felt coerced to go to college. Girl, don't fucking make up this bullshit now. God.
I would have completed it, of course. I didn't stop going because I disliked it or whatever it may be. I actually thoroughly enjoyed college.
That's not what she said before, so this is all bullshit. Once again.
It's just I moved across the country and whatever it may be. But I will say, like, everything that I've been really proud of myself for has always been, like, school-related. Oh, shoot! This is the last question. Is it a grand finale question? Any?
School-related, but... I don't know. She never got any awards in school. She never got like recognition for anything. Like, girl, I wasn't the best student, but I still made like National Honor Society a few times. Like, and still got like Student of the Month, like a, quite a few times. So like, you really couldn't have been doing that much outside of the box. Because I really wasn't doing much outside of the box in high school, and I was still getting that shit.
Date plans for you and your girlfriend? I guess tonight, going to see the fireworks. Dang! That was a lot of questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Some
We didn't, because you just lied to us this entire time.
questions I would not have chosen for myself. I feel like we did get a little bit of, comedy. We got a little bit of, like, romance. We got a little bit of drama. We got a little bit of it. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. Should I hire my friend to be the question man?
Don't go talking about hiring anybody, because you said that you had hired Becky and you never fucking paid her. You never paid her, and the girl was like 5 seconds away from being fucking homeless because you decided to kick her out before she was ready. Girl, you are. Ugh, I fucking hate her face. Just listening to her makes me hate her fucking face and that crooked ass smile.
Anyways,
Her big buck fucking teeth.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Blech. Okay. Well, that was interesting, wasn't it? Look at all these reactions that are out about it now. Like, ugh. That was a lot, guys. That was a fucking lot. I wasn't expecting to get that worked up over this shit today. I mean, today is my day off, so, like, I just get to go back to relaxing and cleaning, unfortunately. But, so what do we think, guys? Do we think Amber is on a road to discovery and recovery? Or is she just going down the same old path that she always has? Truthfully, there was so much in this video that I don't really remember, like, looking back. I mean, the Destiny shit, everything that she said about everything, essentially, is kind of, like, self-explanatory, especially when we just look at her. That, like, this girl has no identity for herself other than she's a fat train wreck. She doesn't understand why she's selfish and why we don't need to believe her, but also why we just don't believe her to begin with. Like, it doesn't process in her brain. I think she really needs to work on rewiring her brain, and because right now your brain works in a way that if something happens to you, the way you respond is that's the route. That's the wiring in your brain. When something happens at point A, your point B that you commonly take, that's how your brain is wired. Rewiring it just comes down to finding a different path for your brain to go down. Instead of going towards rage and like being angry, you can rewire it to go towards understanding, remorse, like sympathy for the situation that you have caused. You can rewire it to do those things. The thing is, though, like I said, Amber Lynn is very ignorant. She's ignorant Lynn. So, like, she's ignorant to how her own brain works. And I think the number one thing with therapy to actually get it to help is to understand how your brain works. To be able to recognize that when you're going down that path, you need to have ways of talking yourself out of it. But a lot of people don't understand that or don't recognize that, or they don't want to recognize it. Amber is definitely one of those people. She's not going to ever want to recognize she's ever actually in the wrong. And that's the path that her brain has decided it's going to go down during any situation she has. But also, to be fair, this only needs to be applied truly to your own life, because us on the internet, we don't fucking matter, girl. Like, we don't matter at all in comparison to your own life. So you shouldn't put so much weight into everything that we say. I think there's a lot of good advice in some of the shit we say, but you don't need to put a lot of weight into it. I see what I did there. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to get this one edited for you and get it out in a little bit. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday, a nice little hump day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I know it's a long one. Or leave a comment if Amber's a big fatty. Alright. Bye, guys.